If a country is keen to create a law to legally accept immigrants who belong to the persecuted minority sections of its Muslim-majority neighboring states, the action should get admiration by the human rights watchdogs, and the reaction by the global community can be expected to be positive. At the same time, the focus of the international human rights bodies should be to stop the persecution of non-Muslims in the Muslim-majority states. But in a strange development, the focus has shifted to criticizing India for its willingness to protect the persecuted minorities. Many people in countries like Malaysia, Turkey and Pakistan aren't very happy with what India is doing. It appears that according to some critics of the bill, India's fault is simple. It is trying to protect the persecuted non-Muslims by passing a bill to give them Indian citizenship. Some have even suggested that India should actually give the citizenship to Muslims of those Muslims majority nations in which non-Muslim minorities are being persecuted. Does it make any sense? Turkish global media house has even questioned if the bill is not a part of something that they call Hindu hegemony. However, it is not clear how protecting persecuted Christians from Pakistan or Bangladesh can be a part of this so-called Hindu hegemony. It is important to note that in Afghanistan, Pakistan and Bangladesh, where the population is mostly Muslim, the Citizenship Amendment Bill allows the Hindus, Jains, Parsis, Sikhs, Christians and Buddhists that attempt to flee in order to avoid persecution the right to gain Indian citizenship. It is also being said that this bill represents the philanthropic values and the importance of assimilation that the Indians have expressed for hundreds of years. On the other hand, the leading Malaysian newspaper, The Star, has published multiple articles which are critical of this bill. The Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan, took to social media to tweet that India's legislation by its fascist government violates the international human rights as well as bilateral agreements. Due to the presence of inner line permit system in the northeastern region of India, there has been some concern and skepticism regarding this bill. The inner line permit inhibits citizens in India from being able to settle down in the areas that are considered to be protected by buying the land and taking the job opportunities. It comes as no surprise that these new citizens will not be excluded from these ILP regimens. On the other hand, the non-tribal areas in Assam are still quite under the compass of the bill. This provision would most likely be beneficial to many of the illegal entrants, especially those from Bangladesh. Many of the controversies surrounding this provision are tied to this facet, as those in Assam are the ones that are most impacted by these illegal immigrants from Bangladesh. There are some Muslim nations where minorities are being persecuted. India is generously accepting these persecuted minorities. Now, these nations are lecturing India on the importance of protection of minorities. So, is giving shelter to persecuted minorities of Muslim-majority nations an anti-minority act? Maybe our viewers have the answer. See you again.